Here come the Instigators up the floor. Shot is up. No. Rebounded by Eric Messer. Eric over to Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan with it. Over to Phil Bessick. Phil shoots from three-point range, and he hits it. 3 points for Phil Bessick, and the Indiana Lions take a 3-2 lead. Hoosier State Instigators passing it around. Looking for an open man. They find it in Martin, but he throws it over to a teammate. That's Levante Nelson. His shot is waved off. They're going to say it hit the top of the backboard. That's a dead ball. And it'll come over to the Indiana Lions. Looks like Preston Case blew a tire, so he's getting himself all fixed up. And here he comes, along with Jordan Heidelberg. Eric Messer underneath to Phil Bessick. Phil is trying to navigate his way through traffic. Eric's going to fire up a three, in and out. No good. Rebounded by Chuck Bloom. Over to Damian Wilburn. Wilburn over to Martin. Martin shoots and scores from three-point range. Malcolm Martin is a 50% three-point shooter. So they're going to have to do something about Malcolm on the perimeter. He's also the Instigators' leading scorer. Ball is swatted up in the air by Phil Bessick, but Damian Wilburn reels it in. Knocked loose by Jordan. And nope. Fast break's not going to work, but Jordan's going to try to drive in.
Yeah, that's a...
He gets... Oh, they're going to call it jump ball.
Jump ball? That's pretty wild.
All right. I thought Jordan got fouled, but...
Yeah, that was a foul.
Lions retain possession. Eric Messer, Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan throws it over to Phil underneath the Preston. Now the Lions are just passing it around.
Good passes, though.
Yes. Phil Bessick fires from three-point range. A little bit off target. Jordan Heidelberg with the rebound after Eric Messer tips it to him. And Preston Roberts comes up with it. Turnaround jumper won't go. Rebounded by Nelson. Fast break down there. That's a 3D play. The pass originated in the backcourt, picked off by Eric Messer. 3D light on in the house. We'll go over those rules here shortly. Preston Roberts shoots. No, in and out. Rebounded by the Instigators. That kills the 3D light.
Not getting any love from the rim today.
No. So the Instigators survive the 3D play. Shot is up, no good by the Instigators. Rebounded by the Lions. Jordan over to Preston Roberts. Preston, no, can't get a shot to go.
Physical under the boards today.
Yeah, it is. Just under 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Hoosier State Instigators up 5-3. Passing it around. Malcolm Martin from three-point range. That one hits the top of the backboard after it hits the rim. Dead ball over to the Lions. 5-3, Instigators in the lead over the Indiana Lions. Instigators in the black uniforms with maroon and gold trim. Lions then would be in the teal uniforms with the white and black trim. Preston Case got it. We're all tied up, 5-5 with 8:30 and counting left. Damian Wilburn bringing it up the floor. Wilburn with it at the top of the key. He's looking for some help. Throws it to Bibbs. Bibbs guarded by Jordan Heidelberg. Bibbs throws it out to Martin. Martin's going to bring it in a little bit closer. He's going to shoot and draw the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. 8:06 left in the first quarter.
That's Phil Bessick's first. Yeah, they're letting them play. We got a couple new officials on the floor today.
Yeah. Substitutions. Preston Case is going to get a drink of water. Corey Wright comes in his stead. Corey wears number 10 for the Indiana Lions. Martin is up and good. And the Instigators lead 7-5. Across the court pass to Preston Roberts.
Oh, nice move.
That sure looked like a foul. Corey
Yeah.
Wright, he saves it. Gets it over to Preston Roberts.
Oh, man.
Preston just cannot get his shot to go.
Yeah, he is not getting any love from the rim today.
And he's getting mauled while he's doing it. Cash Bell is the one called for the foul. Cash Bell, I believe, is Cassius Bell, who many years ago played for the Lions briefly. And I believe he is the only former Lion left on this roster of Instigators that used to be full of former Lions. Preston Roberts, first shot up and good. That'll make it 7-6, Instigators in the lead. Second shot, good. 7-7. And
they want the shot clock reset.
Oh, okay.
Or set to, I think we're just a little slow on the gun with the shot clock.
All right.
Timeout.
And
This
with
should-
7:45 left in the first quarter, this should be our first media timeout. Score is all knotted up, 7-7. Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana. As we get back to business, we understand we have a bit of a lag in the video. We are working on a fix for that. Shot is up by Nelson, no good. Rebounded by Phil Bessick for the Indiana Lions. Corey Wright with it. Long pass across the way to Preston Roberts. Preston's pass gets knocked out of the air by Cash Bell. And then it's taken away by Levante Nelson and Jordan Heidelberg.
Oh, Jordan almost got it.
Darn near got the turnover, just ran out of floorboards there on the side. And here we go, Malcolm Martin over to a teammate, over to Wilburn. Wilburn fires up a three, won't go. No attempt at the rebound by the Lions, and Tyler Bibbs puts it right back in. 9-7, Hoosier State Instigators in the lead. Jordan Heidelberg shoots and hits it from three-point range. And Eric
Almost
Messer
got
darn near
another
turns
3D.
it over. Instigators will keep it. They inbound, and here comes Wilburn with it. Damian Wilburn over to Cash Bell. Bell, nope, kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Eric Messer underneath to Martin. Martin gets blasted by Corey Wright. That'll be a foul. And I believe Malcolm Martin will go to the line to shoot two. .6:21 left in the first quarter. Indiana Lions 10, Hoosier State Instigators 9. Malcolm Martin will try to tie it up, and he does. 10-10. .541 left in the first quarter. 14-11, Indiana Lions in the lead. 15-11, Indiana Lions in the lead after Jordan Heidelberg makes his free throw. Three-point shot is up and good by Tyler Bibbs.
McGruber.
Phil Bessick.
Phil
Got
Bessick.
it from three-point land. Instigators fire up a three. No, won't go. Rebounded by Eric Messer. Over to Jordan Heidelberg. Back to Eric. Eric gets it across the timeline. Eric underneath to Corey. Corey's double team, needs help. Throws it out to Preston Roberts. Preston shoots a little bit long. Corey Wright with the rebound and the putback. Two more for Corey Wright.
Yeah. Eric Messer set that one up. Might have got a little wrist on the action, tipping the rebound into Corey Wright, but it worked nonetheless. And here we go again.
Ball is knocked free. Malcolm Martin hits the floor for about the 10th time.
McGruber.
Tyler Bibbs hits it for three. I see Kershawn Hopkins is out on the floor. Preston Roberts shoots and scores.
Nice drive.
Kershawn Hopkins is out on the floor for the Instigators wearing LaJuan Whitney's 13 and name on the back. Three-point attempt up no good by Damian Wilburn. Jordan Heidelberg. Oh, goodness,
yeah,
that's a trip.
Yeah, trip on Damian Wilburn.
Phil Bessick crashes and burns, but being the young man that he is, he bounces right back up. He will, oh no, a foul was called on the floor. Mike Osborne comes in to give Preston Roberts a chance to get a slurp of Gatorade. And we're off. Eric Messer into Jordan Heidelberg. Over to Eric, fires up a three. No, a little bit off target. Rebounded by Bell. Cash Bell brings it up the floor. A little bit of full court pressure. That'll be a 3D play.
Oh.
Phil Bessick to the hoop, shoots, scores two for the basket, one for the 3D light, three for Phil Bessick and the Lions. And we've got a timeout on the floor, 3:32 in the first quarter. We'll make that our second media timeout. Indiana Lyons 25, Hoosier State Instigators 17, and Jim and I will be back. We're having all kinds of issues with our video here. We will work on getting it fixed. We are also recording the video simultaneously. So we will splice and dice tonight and get the audio rigged up so that you'll be able to hear everything the way it should be. Shot is up, shot is good by Cash Bell for the Instigators, and that'll get the Instigators within 6, 25-19. Jim is feverishly trying to solve the issues that we're having. We're not really sure. We haven't had issues here in a while, so.
No.
Oh, nice job, Mike Osborne. Lays it up and in for two for the Indiana Lions. Long pass down the court. Cash Bell with it, guarded by Phil Bessick. Instigators with it. Kicks it out to Bell. Bell fires up a three and nails it for the Men in Black. 27-22, Lions in the lead. Mike Osborne back to Jordan Heidelberg. Back to Mike Osborne. Over to Phil Bessick. And Phil gets
stripped, but keeps the ball. Keeps the possession.
Hoosier State fans think they should get the ball. Referees disagree. It'll go to the Lions. Jordan Heidelberg from three-point range, way off target. Cash Bell with the rebound. And Bell will bring it up the floor. Phil almost caused a turnover in the backcourt. Malcolm Martin all by himself. I don't think that's a good strategy.
McGruber.
And Martin makes Jordan Heidelberg to the hoop. He shoots, he scores with the layup. Gives the Lions a 29-28 lead. And Jordan steals it. That should be a 3D play.
Oh.
And no, Phil saves it. Oh, over to Mike Osborne, over to Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan shoots. No. Rebounded by Cassius Bell. That kills the 3D light.
And here we go again.
Pass goes right into Corey Wright's arms. Here comes Corey the other way for the Lions. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, but they're
going to call that a charge. Beautiful finger roll. But Corey is called for the charge, and it does not count. 11.7 seconds left. 29-28, Indiana Lions in the lead. Instigators bring it up the floor. That will be an over and back. 3D play right here. And JoJo Hart swats it out of the air. Nicely done by number 9. The ball will stay with the Lions, I believe. No, foul was called.
Foul on JoJo.
Oh, I thought that was a good clean block.
So that'll give Jordan Heidelberg three free throws with 1.6 left in the first quarter.
It should, but the referee is only indicating 2 fingers, and the 3D light in the house is not on.
This is true.
Oh, you know what? That pass originated in the front court. Disregard everything I said about the 3D light. Had to replay that in my head. Brandon Jones coming in for the Lions. All right, I think we are back. I think we are coordinated with audio and video. And just in time, we've reached the first media timeout. Score is all tied up, 36-36.
Nothing happened.
No. 8.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
It's set for the greatest play in basketball history. No.
And we have it's not a media timeout. It was just a quick whistle. All right, we're underway here.
We are having a heck of a time today, and we have no idea what's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why our video was 3 minutes behind our audio, but I think we're okay now.
A quick reboot, and hopefully everybody can get back on the stream okay. It looks like I don't know what the deal was with that.
I don't either. We'll see what we can do tonight with the recorded copy.
At least it's just the first quarter.
Yeah. All right. Mike Carter knocks the ball out of the hands of Staffel for the Instigators.
With the quick hands, Mike Carter.
And Jordan Heidelberg directing traffic. Jordan shoots from the top of the key. Hits it! Three-pointer! And that'll put the Lions up 39-36. Instigators passing the ball around. JoJo Hart kicks it over to a teammate. I think that's Nelson over there. It won't go. Rebounded by Brandon Jones.
I believe you are correct. Heidelberg using Mike Carter as a screen all the way down the court.
About half these guys are wearing jerseys with other people's names on them, so gets tricky.
Ronan. Yeah. Well, it's easy to see the numbers, and you can easily see the names. However, that's not the name that belongs to the player.
No, And what have we? They're going to say Lions ball. I did not catch the call. Double dribble, maybe? Travel? I'm not sure.
Well,
all right.
Looking at the official on the other side, I think he was drawing his arrow back, and something happened to the quiver.
All right, 6:56 left in the second quarter. Indiana Lions 41, Hoosier State Instigators 37, and we'll be back. We are back. 6:56 left in the second quarter in this game between the Indiana Lions and the Hoosier State Instigators. If you're just now joining us, you picked a good time to just now join us because we had all sorts of technical issues in the first quarter.
Yep, sorry about that, folks. And you didn't miss anything.
Lions in the teal. Instigators in the black.
Jordan Heidelberg taking matters into his own hands.
Last touch by Mike Carter. As the ball goes out of bounds, it'll go over to the Hoosier State Instigators.
Scooty Walker, he's going to take it.
Scooty brings it up the floor.
Slows it down.
And
Scooty with the
shot
left-handed.
Up, no good. Foul called. Scooty appears to be all right. And he will go to the line.
Scooty says that doesn't feel the same when I come down as when I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Scooty's old.
Right.
He's once you hit 30, it just
it's all downhill
the floor
from there.
feels differently when it comes in doing 20.
Yeah. Scooty's first shot, no good, a little bit short. All right, I think people are finding us here again as I look and see how many viewers we've got. So
I will blame that all on Apple products. We are, yeah, this presentation proudly brought to you by iPhone and iMac. And
yeah. Okay.
And I can't get away from paying that bill.
That's all right. Our fans of Minotaur Streaming know what our standing policy is.
Yeah. Yeah, me.
It's all Jim's fault.
But Gabby's the low one on the totem pole.
Nope. Still Jim's fault. Three-pointer up and good by Miro Staffel, I think.
Staffel.
I don't know. He's got Ronan on his jersey. It's all very confusing. At any rate, 3 points for the Instigators. 41-39, Lions in the lead. Mike Osborne puts up a shot. Thought he got fouled. I thought he got fouled. Referees didn't think he got fouled, though. And here come the Instigators.
They are letting him play today. That is Nelson.
And he hits a three-pointer.
Getting his footing.
So, Instigators back out in front, 42-41. Scooty, okay, he barely got it across in time. Nelson giving him some heartburn back there on defense. Brandon Jones gives Scooty some help getting open. Over to Mike Carter. Mike shoots, won't go. Rebounded by the Instigators. This is Greg Hardiman, throws it underneath.
Oh, good hands by Mike Carter again.
And Lions come away with it. Mike Osborne navigates through traffic underneath to Scooty Walker. And they're going to call a charge on Mike Osborne.
Yeah, that one could have gone either way.
So, still 42-41, Instigators in the lead. They will have the ball. 5:10 left in the second quarter. Instigators passing it around. Hardiman for three, hits it. And that'll give the Instigators a 4-point lead.
Instigators heating up in the second quarter.
Yes, indeed. And Coach Tyrone Brown calls a timeout. And so 4:55 left in the second quarter. 45-41, Instigators in the lead. And Jim and I are going to take a quick break, make sure everything's working right, and we'll be back. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of a timeout. 4:55 left in the second quarter. And I will have to remember, Lions ball. Mike Osborne inbounds to Scooty Walker. And Instigators up, 45-41 on the Lions. Three-point shot up. Misses everything, goes out of bounds. It'll go over to Hoosier State.
That could have very well been a travel.
Nelson in and up for two. And the Instigators open up their lead to 6. Scooty Walker, Tracy Ganau, back. Yep, Tracy still got it. Over to Mike Osborne. Mike fires up a three, wide right. Rebounded by Instigators, and we've got a whistle.
They called that on.
I think they called it on the Instigators because the Instigators coach is upset. I don't know what it was. Might have been on
I think
Krishan Hopkins.
Somebody got tied up with, I believe Stiefel got hung up with Tracy Ganow, and they're saying he's the one that was the instigator on that one.
All right. Tracy Ganow is fouled on the way to the basket. He will shoot 2. 4:03 left in the second quarter. 47-41. Hoosier State in the lead. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Tracy Ganow. His shot is getting smoother and smoother.
Yes, it is. Second shot won't go, but Tracy.
Oh,
Are they going to say he?
They're saying he crossed the free throw line before it hit the before it hit the basket. Got to hit the rim before he can cross that line.
All righty. Well, he
but
obviously
boy, that
knew.
Looks sweet.
Yeah, he obviously knew that was going to go awry when it came out of his hand.
Yes, he did.
Tried to remedy that, but left the starting blocks a little too soon.
Yeah, we got a little.
Mike Osborne, Preston Roberts, foul.
Oh.
Preston goes flying into the merchandise area. Here he comes back into the gymnasium. I think he's all right.
If Miro Staffel drops his shoulder down at the other end again, I think Tracy Ganow is going to be getting a charge.
Uh-oh.
He's going to be taking a charge here before too long. Yeah, taking a charge because that was a little aggressive.
Preston Roberts going to shoot 2. First shot is up. First shot is good. Second shot up. Second shot good.
Like his style. Takes a nice deep breath, relaxes, shoots the free throw.
Instigators passing it around. Long shot from the corner up, no good. Rebounded by Tracy Ganow. He gets mauled.
Good rebounding by good rebounding by the Lions. They're making it a team effort underneath the boards today.
All right, 3:29 left in the second quarter. They're calling a media timeout. We just went to timeout. You know what? We haven't done the ABA unique rules, and so let's pop those up, and we'll talk about the rules. In the ABA, a player has 7 seconds to get the ball across center court, as opposed to 8 in the NBA. Players foul out on their 7th foul, but they can return in overtime. A half-court basket is worth 4 points. And if the ball is turned over in the backcourt for any reason, the 3D light comes on. And when the 3D light is on, you add a free throw attempt to any foul that is called, and you add a point to any basket that is scored on that possession. So those are some of the rules that make the ABA a high-scoring, fast-paced game. And it's even more fun to watch when the video is not 3 minutes lagging behind the audio.
So hopefully this is cleared up. And I profusely apologize for Eric's actions on the technical part of this.
Yeah.
If anybody has any questions, go to our website and you'll see the bus that gets run over me all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And this is how we get back to action in the game.
All right. Everything appears on our end to be working fine.
Sorry, folks. Yeah, I know new link is kind of a pain, but yeah, hopefully it doesn't take everybody that long to get back in the game.
Yep.
Again, you didn't miss anything.
Right. And foul is called on Scooty Walker. Ball will go over to the Instigators.
Calling a lot of charges in today's game.
3:23 and counting in the second quarter. Wilburn with the ball. Passes it over to a teammate. Underneath, ball gets knocked free.
Tracy.
Rounded up by Tracy Ganow. Scooty Walker with it now. He's trying to navigate through traffic. Over to Preston Case, over to Jordan Heidelberg, over to Scooty Walker. Scooty says,
Scooty wants
go
things
over
cleared
there.
out for him.
Scooty's going to drive to the basket. He's going to shoot, won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. I agree with that call, as I was right on top of it. And here come the Instigators. Wilburn across the way. Underneath, shot is up and good.
Yeah, Staffel's a good big man for this Instigator team.
Yeah. Scooty Walker
Scooty.
can't get his shot to go. Gets his own rebound. He needs some help.
He was expecting a little more challenge on that.
Silent Assassin is a little bit short on that shot. Rebounded by Wilburn. He'll bring it up the floor. Three-point shot up and good by Levante Nelson. (52-44), Instigators in the lead. Jordan Heidelberg, won't go. Rebounded by Staffel. Over to Nelson. Nelson brings the ball across the timeline. Over to Wilburn. Down, I think that's Hardiman in the corner. Nelson with the shot up, no good.
Looks like the Lions are bringing their defense out a little bit and guarding that three-pointer, which is a good thing.
Right.
They're not getting burned underneath at all. Tracy Gannow and Preston Roberts have really clamped down on that.
Scotty Walker navigating through traffic. And he gets the ball stolen by Wilburn.
That wasn't a foul either.
Bringing it up the floor. Top of the key, three-pointer up, too far to the right, rebounded by Tracy Gannow.
Easy board for Tracy Gannow.
Jordan Heidelberg thinks about a three.
Speed.
Instead,
Tracy Gannow.
That almost worked like a pass.
That was an excellent follow-up.
Nicely done by a 1-4. Three-point shot, no. And Preston Roberts and Tracy Gannow battling each other for the rebound, and finally they realize, hey, we're teammates.
Yeah, and the Lions favor the Instigators. Aren't taking much time on their end for offense. They're
right.
Throwing it up.
And Jordan's going to run out of room. Instigators ball. 28 seconds left. And Tracy Gannow knocks it out of bounds.
Oh, I don't think Tracy touched that.
He did.
He
did.
Yeah, okay.
He knocked it out of the air. Nice hustle there by Tracy.
Sure, just correct me. No, didn't look like it from this angle, but you got 5 feet on me.
Phil Bessett coming in. Scooty Walker going to get a drink of water.
Going to rest his horses for a couple minutes.
That's right. Martin underneath to Bibbs. Bibbs not sure what he wants to do. He's going to drive to the basket, spin move, shoot, and score. 52-46, Instigators in the lead. Ball comes free. Fast break for the Instigators. Buzzer beater up and good by Damian Wilburn. And the Hoosier State Instigators will go into the locker room leading the Indiana Lions 56-46. And we've reached halftime. We will see. It's like a lottery system to see how much time we're going to have on the clock. But this is actually not much of a surprise because,
12.
As we said earlier in the game that was probably not heard by many, the Instigators are a good team. They may have a 6-7 record, but they've beaten a good team and they've lost 3 games that were to really good teams by small amounts. So it's no surprise they're putting up a fight.
Looks like they're giving us 10 minutes for a break.
Looks like it is indeed 10 minutes. So be back in 10, and Jim and I will too. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of halftime. About ready to start the third quarter in this game between the Hoosier State Instigators out of Fishers, Indiana, and the Indiana Lyons from right here in Danville. Hoosier State in the black uniforms with maroon and gold trim, and the Indiana Lyons in the teal uniforms with white and black trim.
And we have a Gerald Campbell sighting.
Yes, we do. Gerald Campbell is going to join in the fun for the second half. Instigators leading 56-46 off of a last-second buzzer beater layup by Damian Wilburn. And the aforementioned Wilburn passes it to Malcolm Martin, and we're underway. Chuck Bloom with it. Throws it across the way to Tyler Bibbs. Back over to Martin. Martin fires up a three, a little bit short. Falls into the hands of Jordan Heidelberg. Gerald Campbell from the top of the key, a little bit wide right. Rebounded, I think that's Martin down there. As he gets closer, yes indeed it was. Instigators passing it around. Wilburn's going to shoot. A little off target. Rebounded by Preston Roberts.
There we go. Little keep away down at this end.
Gerald Campbell with it. Wilburn knocks the ball free momentarily, but Cam gets it back. Silent Assassin all by himself. No, won't go. Rebounded nicely by Tracy Ganal. Putback won't
Tracy.
go. And Cash Bell gets it for the Instigators. Here come the men in black. Malcolm Martin down in the corner. Decides against it. They're going to pass it around. Wilburn's going to shoot. It's going to be short. Battle for the rebound.
Good block out, Tracy.
And Preston Case winds up with the ball. He throws it over to Gerald Campbell.
And they're going to give Cam a little room to work.
Cam's shot won't go. His follow-up will, though, and it's two for Cam.
Yeah, he looks at the official and said, okay, you're not calling it today.
No. If you're just now joining us, we had a mess of technical difficulties in the first quarter. As we always do, we put an ad-free version of the game film on our Patreon page for our paid supporters. And we will Frankenstein something together in that ad-free version to put it all in one video. The Silent Assassin hits it from sniper range.
Bringing them back to within 7.
And here come the Instigators. Hopefully that'll give the Lions a little pep in their step.
Yeah, the Lions have been playing real well down low.
Chuck Bloom, outer room, over to Martin. No, that's not Martin. That is Bibbs, and his shot is up and in for two. That is Martin. Martin is bald. Bibbs is not. All right, I'll try to remember that.
And they also have different numbers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cam shot up, no good. Rebounded by Wilburn. Wilburn bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Bell. Bell shot up and in for two. 62-51. Instigators out in front by 11. Jordan Heidelberg to the basket. He will draw the foul.
It's going to be on Tyler Bibbs.
Yep. So Jordan will go to the line to shoot two. .8:54 left in the third period. Jordan Heidelberg at the line.
Yeah, I don't know what was missing out of the first half other than Cam, but I do see the communication from Cam picking up this second half quite a bit. Of course, Cam always communicates.
Yeah, he does. Loudly, emphatically.
Yes.
And Jordan gets his second one to go after his first one wouldn't cooperate. The Lions are back within 10. And we need to reset the shot clock. And they're going to make him start all over again.
Let's try this again.
Yep. Malcolm Martin going to do the honors for the Instigators. Throws it up to Cash Bell, and here we go. Stolen by Gerald Campbell. That was in the front court. It is not a 3D play. Cam shot up and in for two. Nicely done by 3-0.
Nice defense and great finish. Yeah, this second half is going to be pretty physical.
Martin over to Bell. Bell underneath Chuck Bloom. Chuck shoots. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tracy. It'll stay with the Instigators. Nice effort, though, by 1-4.
Yeah, the Instigators snuck that pass in there. That's and there's Jordan.
And Jordan goes down, grabbing his thigh, and got a whistle on the floor. Jordan is back up again.
Rub a little dirt on it.
Yeah.
He got up awful quick for the pain that we thought he was in.
He might have taken a knee to the thigh, and that never feels good.
Charlie horse.
Yeah.
At least that's what they called it in my day.
Corey Wright going to enter the game. Looks like Preston Roberts going to get a breather. And Jordan does, in fact, look fine. Malcolm Martin playing some real pesty full-court pressure, but the Lions get through it. And Gerald Campbell
there he goes.
draws a foul in classic Gerald Campbell fashion. So Mr. Campbell will go to the line to shoot 2, 62-54.
Yeah, Cam likes to put points on the board with the clock stopped.
Yep.
There's no better way of scoring. Well, there is a better way of scoring, but.
And his first shot is true.
Those are much easier than battling down low.
62-55, Instigators in the lead. Cam's going to try to cut that deficit for the Lions down to 6. Shot is up. His shot is good.
Got it. All right, let's see if the Lions can keep the rebound.
Damian Wilburn was left all by his little lonesome.
Yeah, he was lucky that went in because there were no Instigators on this end of the court besides him.
And it does go in for 3. So Hoosier State back out in front by 9. Jordan Heidelberg shoots. Won't go. Rebounded by Chuck Bloom. Down to Malcolm Martin. Shot is up. No good. Cam may have gotten a hand on it.
Yep.
Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wilburn. And
that's a tee.
That'll be a technical or possibly a warning. Okay. Yeah. Delay of game warning for Hoosier State for shooting the ball, delaying the game, basically.
Yeah.
7:38 left in the third quarter. 65-56, Instigators in the lead. We've reached our first media timeout, and Jim and I will be back. We are back in Bostic Gymnasium, coming out of the first media timeout in the third quarter. 7:38 left in the frame. Hoosier State holding a lead against the Indiana Lions, as they have done most of the way. Looks like it'll be Lions ball.
Malcolm Martin is doing some speedy defense, full court, trying to keep get the Lions to have a 7-second violation, but they handle it well.
Yep. Jordan gets it across the timeline with plenty of time to spare. Chuck Bloom and Gerald Campbell getting a little tied up. Nothing called. Cam with the ball.
Cam wants a little space. Skip.
And draws the foul once more in classic Cam fashion.
Yes.
So he will go to the line to shoot 2.
I like the way Corey Wright fouled that up. You don't assume that Cam is going to make that.
Right.
He would have been there if Cam wouldn't have drawn the foul.
Cam's first shot is up and good. Second shot up. No good.
But Tracy
Ganau fighting for the rebound. Corey Wright comes up with it. Back to Cam, over to Corey. Corey's going to fire up a 2.
Corey Wright.
Got it! Mr. Wright.
Count it.
Right place, right time once again is Mr. Wright. Malcolm Martin over to Wilburn. Shot won't go.
Okay.
Layup won't go by
Got
Bibbs.
lucky on that one.
Rebounded by the Lions.
Tracy Ganau was right there, but it just kind of skipped past him.
Jordan Heidelberg puts up a nice jump shot.
And
Got it!
Brings it to within 3.
Chuck Bloom now with it for the Instigators. Underneath the Bibbs, then to Malcolm, and Malcolm gets the bucket and the bruise, and he will go to the line to shoot the and 1. I think Corey Wright is going to be the guilty party, and yes, he is. So Malcolm Martin will try to make this a 3-point play.
Staff will come back in the game.
Bibbs is going to get a breather. And Martin's shot is up. Martin's shot is good. 68-62. Instigators in the lead. Corey Wright bringing it up the floor. 6:28 and counting. Left in the third quarter. Jordan Heidelberg with it. Loosely guarded by Chuck. Here comes Jordan. Jordan's shot won't go. And ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cam goes over to the Instigators.
Yeah, both teams trying to do a little full court pressure.
Yep.
Lions ease up on them.
Cash Bell's pass gets knocked out of bounds by Corey Wright. It'll stay with the Instigators. Chuck Bloom going to inbound from directly beneath us. And he does. This is Staffel driving to the basket. Reverse layup, up and good.
Yeah, good spin move by Staffel. Okay, see if the Lions
Silent assassin. No, a little bit short.
Nope, no rebounding help on that side.
Rebounded by Malcolm Martin. Here comes Cash Bell. No, kicks it out to Chuck Bloom. Back over to Martin. Martin shoots over the top of Tracy Gannow and scores. And that would probably be why Malcolm Martin is the leading scorer for the Instigators this season. He is quite the athlete.
Yeah, he is quick. He's probably going to give Jordan Heidelberg a run for his money on a 50-yard dash.
Yeah. Cash Bell guarding Gerald Campbell closely. Cam looking for some space. Shoots, scores, and draws the foul.
That is Cam's, third shooting foul that he's gotten in this second half?
All with the same technique.
Yeah.
Eric Messer coming in. Phil Bessick coming in. Tracy Gannow going to get a breather. Corey Wright going to get a breather for the Lions. And Gerald Campbell will go to the line to shoot the and one.
Yeah, that didn't look like as harsh a foul that Cash Bell committed as the previous couple that Cam got.
Cam's shot is up and good. Here come the Instigators. Staffel back to Martin. Martin over to Wilburn. Wilburn guarded closely by Jordan Heidelberg. Wilburn's going to shoot anyway. It's going to be short. Chuck Bloom tries to tip it in. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. I don't think the shot, maybe it is right. I don't know. At any rate, here we go. Staffel with a very long three. It's short.
That was a brick.
And Preston Case rounds it up. Over to Eric Messer. And here we go. Jordan Heidelberg, top of the key.
This is a mismatch.
Yeah. Gerald Campbell steps on the baseline. He said he was getting pushed around. Does not draw the foul. And here come the Instigators. Damian Wilburn with it. He's going to throw it across to Malcolm Martin. Malcolm runs out of real estate, throws it right to Jordan Heidelberg. Turnover to the Lions. Jordan shoots. Jordan scores.
Yep. Yeah, Chuck Bloom was playing the pass there at the end, and Jordan read it and just took it in himself.
Cash Bell loses the handle. Goes off his knee over to the Indiana Lions. Quick inbound pass from Preston Case to Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan over to Gerald Campbell. Cam gets it across the timeline with a couple seconds to spare.
Let's see how this matchup goes.
From the top of the key, Mr. Campbell's shot is wide right, rebounded by Chuck Bloom. And Damian Wilburn will bring it up the floor. And barely gets it across the timeline, but he does indeed.
Yeah, I don't think he's paying attention to that 7 seconds a whole lot.
Or he has one heck of an internal clock. His three-point attempt up, no good. Too short. Rebounded by Jordan Heidelberg. It's 1-on-2. He needs help.
Oh, right to
Phil Bessick. All by his lonesome.
Good eyes by Gerald Campbell.
Absolutely. Nice assist there by Cam. And Phil scores two.
Wide open. That's what you get when you got fresh legs and you're running the court.
Cash Bell with it, guarded by Eric Messer. Throws it over to Martin. And we got a timeout by the Instigators. 3:02 left in the third quarter. We'll call this a media timeout. Hoosier State Instigators 72, Indiana Lyons clawing their way back 69. We'll be back. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of the media timeout, the second media timeout of the third quarter. Hoosier State Instigators visiting here from Fishers, Indiana, wearing the black jerseys. They are in front, 72-69 over the hometown Indiana Lyons, wearing the teal jerseys. And we are ready to get started. Looks like Hoosier State will start with the ball. And here we go. 3 minutes and counting left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lyons going to play some tight defense coming out. Yep, that was a 24-second shot
violation, and the ball goes over to
go.
the Indiana Lyons. Malcolm Martin still playing full court pressure. Cam gets in his way to let Scooty get across the timeline. Nice teamwork there. Cam with it. Trying to think about where he wants to go. And ball gets swatted out of the air by Martin. Oh, nice recovery by Cam. Over to Scooty, over to Eric Messer, and Eric scores.
Good teamwork, fellas. Yeah, Cam didn't get it done the first time, but he got it over to Scooty the second time.
That was great job by all the guys there. Three-pointer up and
three.
Good by Levante Nelson.
Yeah, he's draining some threes today, that's for sure.
He is.
This is going to be a barn burner of a fourth quarter.
Yeah, it will. Instigators up by 4. Scooty Walker with it. Looking at Eric Messer. Hands it over to him. Here comes Eric, loses the handle. Rounded up by Nelson.
Get on him.
Fires up a 3. Got it.
He is draining those. You can't leave Nelson open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they keep doing that. But
that was a quick 6-point turnaround.
Yep. So, Instigators extend their lead back out to 7 after the Lions got it to within 1 on back-to-back three-pointers by Levante Nelson. Cam with it, top of the key.
Oh, good drive.
Phil Bessick shoots and scores.
Good drive by Phil Bessick.
Lions hurry to get back on defense. That's good, that's good. Here comes Nelson with it. Over to Bell, underneath to Staffel.
Oh, good
Staffel
hands.
gets the ball knocked free by Cam.
Good hands by Cam.
Rounded up by Preston Case, back to Cam. Long pass down to Eric Messer. Over to the silent assassin. Phil Bessick fires,
Phil.
It's wide left. Cassius Bell reels it in for the Instigators.
Tried to follow up his shot, but not in the right spot.
Long shot there, no good. Rebounded by Eric Messer. And here come the Lions. Right about 40 seconds left in the quarter and counting. Scooty with it. Over to Eric Messer. Back to Scooty.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Over to Eric. Three-pointer. Got
Eric
it!
Messer!
Eric Messer! From far, far away. Here come the Instigators. Cash Bell with it. Guarded closely by Phil Bessick. And maybe too closely. Yep.
Number
Foul
5.
called against Phil.
They're not going to call that on the floor. That should be out of bounds. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, have the Lions ever lost to the Instigators?
No. They are 3-0 against the Instigators, but none of the games have been by more than a 9-point margin. So this close battle is completely expected. And Cam clobbers Staffel in the face. That's, I guess, going to be illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, he could very easily pick up a charge coming in like that.
Miro Staffel will go to the line to shoot 2. Big man's first shot up. Good. Nothing but net. Mike Osborne has entered the game for the Lions to give Eric Messer a break.
Yeah, Staffel's got a sweet shot for a big man.
Yeah. Second shot. Good. Also nothing but net. Staffel is true on both. Lions are going to have to hurry to beat the clock. And Osborne's shot goes over the backboard. It looked on target, just a little too much mustard on it.
Yeah, we're still playing in this court.
Yeah. Third quarter comes to an end. Hoosier State Instigators 80, Indiana Lyons 76. We'll be back. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of the quarter break. We're starting the fourth quarter here. Instigators hold a 4-point lead, but the Lions will get the ball to start the frame. Phil Bessick into Mike Osborne, and here we go.
Yeah, the Lions cut into the lead, brought it down from 10 to 4, and they've got some momentum going.
Yep. Osborne was a 20-point scorer last night down in Louisville as the Lions won that game. Gerald Campbell's three-pointer won't go. Rebounded by Levante Nelson. Krishan Hopkins with it now. Throws it underneath. Preston Case gets his hands on it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Instigators, I believe. But nice job there by Preston Case to disrupt the play.
Yeah, Cam has come into the official on the physicality of Stafford's play down low.
We're seeing our first sighting of Captain America, Steve Rogers, wearing number 20 for the Instigators.
Well, all right.
Shot is up, no good. Nelson wanted a foul, didn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Lions. Steve Rogers isn't as bulky as I remember Captain America to be.
No, well, it's one of those aliases that, you know, it's like the glasses.
Oh, yeah,
I bet
that's
if he
true.
put glasses on,
If he picked up
like
a
a
shield,
clerk.
he'd
Yeah.
look just like him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Whistle down on the floor. Instigators called for the foul.
It's like the Instigators are resting some of their big men. Probably going to bring them back with a few minutes left in the fourth quarter for a heck of a finish.
Oh, yeah. Nelson's still out there, but Malcolm Martin is getting a breather, so he can be fresh and ready to go. Cam's first shot up and good.
Fresh as a daisy.
Yeah. Malcolm Martin is having himself one heck of a game for Hoosier State.
Yeah, he is quite the defender. He really clamps down on defense and is pesty.
Yep.
Just as pesty as Jordan Heidelberg.
Yeah. Cam is good on both of his shots. So it's 80-78. Instigators in the lead. Passing it around are the Instigators. Off-balance shot, up no good, but a foul is going to be called as Wilburn took some contact right before he shot.
Yeah, I think that was a little more out of control than it was foul on Phil Bessick. Yeah, I agree with Phil on that one. He kind of came into him.
So Damian Wilburn is going to shoot 2 for the Instigators. Try to extend their lead to 4 with 10:41 left in regulation. Wilburn's first shot up, good. Took a bit of a scenic route, but finally made its way in.
Yeah, Wilburn is a new face for the Instigators from the last time we saw him.
Shot is up, shot is good.
Phil Bessick lost his footing on that one.
So, Instigators back out by 4. Mike Osborne with it.
All right, Osborne just doesn't need to get trapped out here.
Cam now with the ball. He knows exactly how much time is left. Trying to find some room. Fadeaway shot up and good.
Cam does that all day long.
Gerald Campbell scores 2, gets the Lions back in to within 1 possession.
And throws a little love to the Instigators bench. Says, hey, guys, I'll buy tonight, first round.
Yeah, something like that. Shot won't go for Krishan Hopkins. Rebounded by the Lions. Here comes Scutavius. Ball goes out of bounds over to Hoosier State. Scooty thought he was fouled. Nothing called. Nelson with it.
There you go.
Throws it back to Hopkins.
Preston Case's job is to stay on Nelson over here.
Captain America
That's a 2.
stepping on the line. That is a 2. And they score it correctly. All right, just making sure. He set his shield down to take a shot, and it was on the line. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's a young fella.
Gerald Campbell from 3-point range.
You can't leave that man alone. And now Cam is staring down the whole Instigators bench.
Yep. Lions within one. They've been this close before, and then they gave up 2 quick threes. So let's see what they do this time.
There you go.
They
Good.
steal the ball and whistle. Wilburn called for a foul for the Instigators. So it'll be Lions ball. Foul was on the floor.
Yeah, the Lions are picking that up. Whoever has Staffel on the inside, if somebody comes around the back, he's going to try to do the moves like Cam does, except he's not quite as aware. He's more focusing on his defender than he is somebody else coming in behind him.
Mike Osborne's 3 won't go. Rebounded by Hopkins. Hopkins is going to take it coast to coast. Shoot, won't go. And Preston Case might have gotten a little skin on that one.
Well, after the 4th time, I think he got a finger.
Yeah. Yeah, so hope the scorer gives Preston all 13 of his blocks on that one possession.
Yeah.
Before he accidentally got some skin. Hopkins' first shot won't go.
Yeah, Hopkins needs to focus more on his free throws than he is jaw-jacking with Phil Bessick. He was talking on that last one.
Second shot. Good.
And he does.
Instigators up by 2. Here comes Scooty Walker, loosely guarded by Levante Nelson.
And Scooty's gonna take it. Oh,
Shot
Scooty.
is up. Shot is good. New ball game.
Yep.
8:42 and counting left in regulation. All tied up. 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Cam. Over to Scooty. That was Levante Nelson who couldn't get the long-range shot to go. 8.5 to play in regulation. Scooty with it. Drives through traffic. Kicks it out to Phil Bessick. No, short.
Phil.
Rebounded by Steve Rogers.
Quite a bit short.
Here come the Instigators. Underneath it to Staffel. Staffel with a hook shot. Won't go.
Oh.
Gets his own rebound because he's super tall.
Yeah, I was going to say he didn't even have to jump for that one.
Yeah, and his putback is up and in. Instigators back out in front. 8 minutes and counting left in regulation.
The only thing you can do with a guy like that is block him out and hopefully get an over-the-back call.
Gerald Campbell!
Campbell!
He is money from beyond the arc today.
And he's still staring down the bench.
He's making friends over there with the Hoosier State squad. Lions out in front by 1. And Hopkins.
That was a travel and a half.
Long-range shot there by Levante Nelson, and the Instigators retake the lead. The men in black up by 2. Jordan Heidelberg with it. Gets a 4-lane highway.
30. Oh, they're calling that on Cam.
All right. That may be why he had a 4-lane highway. Looks like we have a timeout on the floor. Let me make sure everybody's leaving before I call it. Yep. All right, we'll call this a media timeout. First one in the 4th quarter. Hoosier State Instigators 90, Indiana Lyons 88. And we'll be back. Welcome back to Bostic Gymnasium, Danville, Indiana, as we come out of the media timeout. Instigators up 90-88 on the Indiana Lions in what has turned into a back-and-forth affair here in the last few game minutes after the Instigators led for most of it. But the Lions are finding another gear here in the second half. Nelson with it, guarded by Preston Roberts. Fadeaway jumper by Nelson won't go, but it's reeled in by Miro Staffel for the Instigators. Back out to Staffel. Big man's going to fire up a 3. It'll be short, right into Nelson's hands. Nelson tries to put it up and in. He does. He draws the foul, presumably from Preston Roberts.
Yep.
And Levante Nelson will go to the line to shoot the and 1. 6:56 left in regulation. Instigators up by 4. Nelson can make it 5 with this shot.
Yeah, Nelson's played a good game today.
Yeah, he has. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Preston Roberts. So some degree of vindication there for Preston. That's a 3D play for the Instigators. Layup is up and in. 2 for the shot, 1 for the 3D light. And all of a sudden, Instigators up by 7.
Not going to have any fouls called on that one.
Shot by Cam, no good. Rebounded by Krishan Hopkins. Hopkins brings it up the floor. Guarded closely by Eric Messer. Hopkins navigates through it, puts up a shot, and scores.
I'm not sure what Eric was trying to do on that one.
So, Instigators right back out in front by 9. 97-88. Tyrone Brown has called a timeout. I can understand why, because that last sequence of plays was disastrous for the Lions.
Yep, got to pick up the defense a little bit and break this press that they're coming at them with.
Yeah.
They need to be in the mindset that they're going to get pressed, taking the ball down. The Lions should be able to break it fairly easily. Got to have somebody sticking on Levante Nelson like glue.
Right. And when Malcolm Martin gets back in, same thing there. That guy is having a whale of a game, and he is a tremendous athlete.
Yeah.
Instigators have a deceptive record of 6 wins and 7 losses, but their 7th loss came last night by 2 to the Ohio Kings, who are a very good team. They've lost twice by 10 points each to an undefeated team in their division, and they beat a very good Nashville Aces team by 2 in overtime. So
a lot of close games.
They are accustomed to playing the tight ones.
And that builds character.
Yep. So this is a rapidly improving Hoosier State Instigators squad out of Fishers. Preston Roberts going to fire up a 3. No. Rebounded by Staffel. This is Nelson with it. Krishan Hopkins to the basket. He'll shoot. Won't go. Rebounded by Eric Messer.
Eric Messer playing above his height on that one.
Jordan Heidelberg brings it back up the floor. 5:47 and counting left in regulation.
Gerald
Campbell.
Take it.
And Gerald Campbell continues his red-hot percentage from the three-point line. Levante Nelson, guarded by Eric Messer. Nelson's going to go in for the shot. It won't go. Rebounded by Eric Messer.
More good defense by Gerald Campbell.
Yes, indeed. Jordan Heidelberg with it. He pulls back. He's going to wait for some help. Looking for some space. Jump shot up. No good. Rebounded by Steve Rogers.
Scooty Walker outran that one. Couldn't get the board.
Krishan Hopkins brings it up the floor for the Instigators. Passes underneath to Miro Staffel. And long pass over to Nelson. Nelson is good from three-point range. And 4:51 and counting left in regulation. Lions down by 9, 100-91. And the Hoosier State Instigators are smelling an upset here. Scooty to Jordan.
Take it, Jordan.
Has all day to take it to the basket, and he lays it up and in for 2.
Yeah, no help on defense for that one.
Preston Roberts and Krishan Hopkins get all tied up, nothing called. Back to Hopkins, underneath to Staffel. Staffel will put up a short shot, won't go. Rebounded by Nelson, his putback is good. Not the best rebounding effort there by the Lions on that one.
No, looking a little dejected, some of the guys right now.
Yep. 4 minutes and counting.
Not used to being in this situation.
No, Scooty Walker for 3.
Scoot.
Got it! Scootavius from 7 chariots away. Score 3 for Scooty.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a few stops here to get back.
Staffel.
Oh, boy.
Does not miss from that range. 104-96. Lions down by 8. 3.5 to go. Scooty with it. Scooty no longer has it. Instigators with it. Damian Wilburn down to Steve Rogers. Rogers
there you go.
Gets the ball knocked out by Jordan over to Preston Roberts, over to Scooty Walker. Scooty's going to shoot, won't go, but he draws the foul on Miro Staffel.
Yeah, he's going to get a couple free throws.
3:07 left in regulation. 104-96. Scooty can get it within 6.
Yeah, Lions are going to have to clamp down, play some full court here, get a few turnovers with a 3D light. Wouldn't hurt them at all.
No. They generated a couple 3D lights in the first half, but couldn't do anything with them. Scooty's first shot up, short. The return of Malcolm Martin. And it appears Damian Wilburn will get a sip of water. And Preston Case comes in for the Indiana Lions, while Preston Roberts is going to get a squirt of Gatorade.
Yeah, Malcolm Martin's got some fresh legs now, so he's he's going to ball handle and probably be all over the court in these last 3 minutes.
Krishan Hopkins, guarded by Scooty Walker. He got it over the timeline.
Run some clock a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Three-point shot up and good, and Nelson has been on fuego today from the three-point line.
En fuego. Oh.
Cam underneath with it. Needs some space. Gets blocked by Staffel.
And that should be a 3D play.
Shot is up. Shot is good.
That is a
and
three.
That is a 3D play.
A three.
The light never came on in the house, but the referee indicated that was a 3D play.
It was too quick.
107-100. Lions within 7, 2:19 and counting.
Yeah, if you want a good defender on your
Malcolm Martin, no.
Okay. Yep,
rebounded by Gerald Campbell. Long pass down to Jordan Heidelberg, and somebody gets a hand on it, but Scooty winds up with it. Over to the silent assassin. No. Rebounded by Martin for the Instigators. Time is ticking away on the Lions here. We're under 2 minutes. Instigators, of course, are slowing it down.
Time, yep. 7 points is not insurmountable.
Nope. And Hopkins, quick. Wow. Staffel gets left all by his lonesome.
Great passing.
And with 1:39 left in the fourth quarter, I believe Tyrone Brown is called a timeout. 109-100. Hoosier State Instigators in the lead. And, Jim, what do you do?
Well, you're going to have to.
At this point, it's starting to look like the 14-game winning streak is going to come to an end for the Indiana Lions.
You got to step it up a little bit on defense. Got to get the turnovers. I don't know. I mean, you got 3 fouls. Generally, you don't see a whole lot of fouling at the end of an ABA game to try and get back in it.
No.
I would, I would say, try to get some 3D lights, play some tough defense, and if you do get a 3D light, take a 3. That'll make it 4.
True.
And 2 of those, you're right back in it.
Yeah. We haven't seen a lot of full court pressure by the Lions today.
No, we haven't. Time to get some speedy guys in there.
So the Lions bring out Eric Messer, Jordan Heidelberg, Scooty Walker, Gerald Campbell, Preston Case, while Staffel, Martin, Bibbs, Hopkins, and I'm missing one.
Did you get Staffel? You got Staffel.
Yeah. For the
it's going to be on Staffel.
Oh, Nelson. I don't think I called Nelson. So those, I think, are your 5 Instigators. And Eric Messer will go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:27 left in regulation.
Yep, get a few points with the clock turned off, and you'll make it a little easier for yourself if you can hit the free throws.
First one is short.
Yeah, I would definitely. You got to keep somebody back down on defense, but all the speedy guys up there, full court right now.
Second one is good. That is indeed what their plan is. Instigators escape it.
They're going to play a little keep away, run this clock down.
Yep, as they should. Bibbs with it, gonna shoot, gonna score. And Preston Case, no. Tag on it, I thought he had that.
I think that almost puts a nail in the coffin on that.
Under a minute.
No charge.
Now we've got a whistle. Timeout Instigators. 51.3, 111-101. And, if this trend holds true and the Lions do suffer a loss, I don't mind it, really, at this point in the season.
Because get it out of your system.
Yeah, you've got 5 games left, including this one, in the regular season. You're on a 14-game win streak. You might start, taking things for granted.
Yeah, don't be lackadaisical about things.
Right.
You know you can get beaten.
Sure.
All these teams can get beaten.
And Jim and I were discussing before the game. I thought Hoosier State Instigators were ripe for an upset, just because their record is so deceptive, and the Lions have always beaten them in the past out of 3 attempts.
You know, all of the guys for the Instigators that have been playing the majority of the game, I have not seen before.
No.
Well, maybe 1 or 2, but I mean, JoJo Hart's over here on the bench.
Yeah, Chuck Bloom
has played very little.
Yeah. And the Instigators just have a lot of great athletes. There's one of them. As shot is up, no good. Scrum for the ball.
Yeah.
They'll say Lions ball.
Yeah, that was a shot clock violation. Trying to read. I don't know if the official down at this end.
I thought Staffel hit the rim, but maybe not.
Well, he did. He did. I think that's why the official down here was not real happy with it.
3-pointer from Cam, up, no good.
Yep, got a rebound, guys.
Eric Messer out to Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan fires up a 3 and hits it.
Yep. Need some defense. Need some 3-point or 3D lights.
Lions down by 7.
And the
There's
Instigators.
one. Scooty can't get it. Long pass down to Martin. And we got a whistle. Eric Messer is going to get called for a foul on the floor.
That was a weak one.
It'll be Instigators ball. 13.5 left. 111-104. Hoosier State Instigators on the doorstep of an upset here in Bostic Gym. A well-deserved upset as they have led for the majority of the game.
Scooty Walker with an elbow shot. You got 10 seconds left. This is pretty much an insurmountable lead by now.
Yep. Mike Carter wants quicker fouling.
Yeah, I don't think it matters at this point.
I don't either.
I mean,
8.9 left. You're down by 7.
You're in miracle territory.
Yep.
They're gonna. Yeah, if you're gonna do this, you got to do it with about 2 minutes left. Yeah, this is Instigators need to get about 8 technical fouls in a row for this to actually work.
Could you
what
guys?
They're trying to do.
Could you guys do that, Instigators?
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
This one is over.
Ball goes out of bounds. I think that was Krishan Hopkins goes into the stands. He's all right.
That's 6 seconds
Oh,
left.
no, that was Cash Bell, my bad, who went into the stands.
Nobody get hurt.
6 seconds left.
See if we can get a 7-point.
Yeah. Gerald Campbell's 3 won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to the Instigators. 1.3 left.
Yeah.
That'll just about do it. 111-104. Nicely done by the Hoosier State Instigators as they upset the Indiana Lyons on the Lions' home floor. That is their first franchise victory against the Lions, and it snaps the Lions' 14-game win streak. Lions are now 19-3 on the season. The Instigators even up their record at 7-7. And you know what? We might see these guys again in the Central Region playoffs if
Possibly.
they keep playing like this.
Yeah. What do we have for upcoming games?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. Next. No, I know we're going to be back here in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think they're on the road. It's coming back to me. Next week they're on the road on Saturday to visit the Windy City Inferno, which is going to be a heck of a rematch.
And as the Columbus Wizards, they're here in 2 weeks.
Right.
Okay.
No game next Sunday because, of course, there's some football game going on. I'm not sure which one it is.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. So we'll be back in a couple weeks. As I said earlier, we will Frankenstein together a ad-free video to try to overcome our technical difficulties. We apologize for those. Hope you enjoyed the last 3 quarters of the game, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.